After the hustling and bustling of Lagos, traffic congestion and all whatnot, there is a need for you to make serenity a lifestyle. This is Owode GRA in Ibadan, where everything peaceful and perfect. Now, this is Fourth Court Estate. This is purely a residential area with 147 units to be delivered in 24 months. Here we have 2-bedroom semi-detached bungalow, 3-bedroom semi-detached bungalow, 4-bedroom fully detached terraces, and 4-bedroom semi-detached. The prices are on your screen.
Man, to Fourth Court Estate inside Owode Phase 2 Estate in Akpata, Ibadan. With me is Mr. Sheon Okunla, sorry. This project is a project that is developed in partnership with Fourth Capital and Oyo State Housing Corporation. And in this estate, we have 2-bedroom bungalows, 3-bedroom bungalows. We have 4-bedroom semi-detached duplex, and we have 4-bedroom fully detached duplex. As you can see, it's an existing estate. There is light already. There is everything. It's just a plug and play. So where we are now is Akpata. Mr. Whatever I miss out, please you help me address it. Where we are now is Akpata, and Akpata is a very popular city in Oyo State. Now, not far from where we are, there is a newly constructed road that is called what's the name of this one? What's that road? This road, Alawakala Road. They just opened the road this year. The road leads straight to Challenge. So if you're driving from Lagos, from Challenge, instead of going to Ring Road, you just turn left. Leads you straight here, and then you're here. So it's a place that you can easily come in, and as you can see, there's already a security post, active security, in place in this estate. What else? There's lights, and Ibadan right now, there's been, just like every other part of the country, the power supply has improved. But in this estate, we'll also be providing the alternative power sources, so you can have uninterrupted power supply. So this estate also is in very close proximity to the Omiadio train station. Omiadio train station is less than 15 minutes drive from here, barring all unforeseen circumstances. And as you see, that all the way from train station to this place, we drove through a developed and community. It's a place where you should invest in, because it's an existing community. People live here already. There is the Command Secondary School just right there. We drove past it on our way here. There is the popular Akpata Market as well, not far from here. And the Akpata Road itself leads to the likes of Bodija and all, Jericho and all of that. So if you're looking for a home outside of the hustle and bustle of Lagos, this is the place to be, because it's just a straight drive from Lagos. And we all know that, thanks to the federal government of Nigeria, the construction of the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, Lagos is just, realistically, from Berger to here, 1 hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes max. Realistically, straight road, no bumps, nothing. So it's a place that you can have as a home for your getaway. And because there are a lot of social activities that happen in Oyo State almost every weekend, people who have events around can also be looking for a place for short lets, a place they want to live in that is home away from their home. So Fourth Court provides you with that opportunity. Now, this Owode Phase 2 estate has another entrance. By the time it is done, this entrance leads also to the major highway. And as you already know, the way we came in through is also easy to locate. I mean, it's a place you can come by yourself, and you can come with your clients. They can come and see. And you're here now, so you have the opportunity to make content and a lot of promotion. Also, you can ask us questions. So I'll leave the floor now for Mr. Shemokola to shed more light on some of the things I've mentioned. Please, let's give him a round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
You're welcome to Fourth Quarter States. I just want to add a few things to what my colleague has said. What gave birth to Fourth Quarter? Everybody is from Lagos, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I also stay in Lagos. The Fourth Quarter has brought me to Ibadan, so I'm here more than in Lagos. What brought about Fourth Quarter States was our desire to partner with the Oyo State government to bridge the housing deficits. And I'm a proud Ibadan boy. I was bred here before moving to Lagos. So we had an interaction with the government, and they gave us the choice of a location to pick. Fourth Court is actually a joint venture between us and the Oyo State government. If you look at the
Truly designed.
exactly, if you look at this, you see OYSIPA. OYSIPA is Oyo State Investment Protection Agency. That's the agency of the Oyo State government that supervises every partnership that the Oyo State government goes into. So Oyo State government owns a minor percentage equity in this estate. So that means this estate is actually a government reserve area. So it's a GRA. We decided to pick Owode because of there were other places within town, but we wanted a space that was going to give us a large expanse of land that we could play with. We didn't just want to develop like an average developer would do. We want an wholesome estate where you have green areas, you have all other facilities that are required. And we wanted something close to existing residences. That's why we chose this particular place. And I need to let you know, when my colleague was speaking earlier, he told you that there's a new road that was constructed. I'm happy to inform you that road was constructed because of this estate. Because when we got here, one of my demands to government was Apata seems to be a bit isolated. It could be tied further to town if we have another road that will do that connection. And gracefully, His Excellency Governor Seyi Makinde happened. That road was constructed in less than 6 months.
Fantastic.
So it's opened up this area. And even this present estate, the existing one, the prices of buildings here have virtually tripled. Yes. Because buildings here are still being sold as well. So we chose this area because of accessibility. The railway station is just right there. In terms of good power, when you go around, you see a NEPA installation just right here, where we are going to be able to tap our 33 kVA connection. For those of you who know about that, you know the 33 kVA is always on band A. Yeah. As at that time, there was nothing like band A, but they always had lights on the 33 kVA installation. So that's why we chose this area. In terms of security, overlooking us, those buildings you see there, that's Command Secondary School. So that's a military formation just right there. The area command, the police area command overseeing this place is just 5 minutes down the road. And we have a partnership with them already. While you are here today, you might see some of them come around. They do daily patrols. So we've moved in, we've started developing like what you're going to see, and the market is really flowing. We thank you all for trying to come on board, and we believe that this handshake that we are starting today is going to be a long-lasting relationship. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Shemokola. I know there's a question that would have been on everybody's mind. And question is definitely about the plan.
Right.
So the
Now-
most important aspect of this investment is the fact that it is one of the most affordable properties that you can own in terms of a building investment right now in Ibadan. The 2-bedroom bungalow is going for 29 million. The 3-bedroom bungalow is selling for 39 currently, while the 4-bedroom semi-detached is selling for 74 million, and the 4-bedroom fully detached duplex is selling for 82.5 million. So the initial deposit is 10% of that, and then the payment plans are 0 to 6 months interest free. Then we have 12 months and 18-month payment plan. Right now, some of the units are currently, be sold to people. We have some active construction work going on at the site.
Yes.
Yeah. So those are for those that
Finishing
are
construction.
finishing construction. We have a showroom that would also see.
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll go in now and see the showroom. We'll see how big the rooms, the living room. You see how much space you have. And one of the things that I personally love about this estate is the nature around
Absolutely.
it. It is good to have a home in the hustle and bustle in the city where you live and work, but it's also good to have a home that is close to nature. There's a therapeutic effect that nature has, especially when you wake up in the morning. For me, I like to wake up to the serenity of the greens with my cup of coffee and just inhale the fresh air, the freshness of the air in the morning. That's what you get from here, and it's not something that it's been like this for ages, and we know that the government of the day in Oyo State, they're also big on, conservation of nature, greens and all that. So that's one of the things that you get in this estate. So, do we have any questions?
Let me just quickly
Okay,
add
all right.
something.
Okay.
Sorry. I think our biggest selling point here is the fact that if you have clients who want to buy, who have interests, they got a good job, they are contributing to the federal mortgage scheme, and they are
NHF.
interested, yes. As long as we can get a sizable number of them, we will help them. We have a mortgage bank license, so we can help them do that process. You understand? So
To access NHF
to
funds.
access NHF for this purpose, solely for this purpose.
Of course.
Yes. Thank you.
Fantastic.
So
Federal mortgage.
federal mortgage bank. It depends on the
depends
Up
age
to 30, depending
and
on the
the
and the years of service
remaining. So if someone is 55 years old now, the person may not get up to 10
more than 5 years, thereabouts.
more than 5 to 10 years,
5 to 10
depending
years,
on
depending
what
on the
sector
age and what
of the
sector.
economy you're in.
So that's how mortgage works everywhere in the world. So if the mortgage plan is for 20 years and you're 30 now, then something like that.
The mortgage is not limited to civil servant, right?
No.
It's not
So long
limited
as,
to even in the private sector.
even in private sector,
as
so
long
long
as
as-
the
yeah.
organization contributes
to the NHF.
the NHF.
But we should be able to help them even initiate that process. Just
We
like
can
this.
help them initiate the
What's the
process.
timeline for the development of the estate?
So the estate has already commenced anyways, but we're looking at a period of 24 to maximum 24, 36 months, maximum.
That's for general development.
General
For the
development.
complete development.
Okay, but if I paid in full now for a 4-bedroom unit,
your
what's the
unit should be
timeline
ready
for
within
delivery?
how many months?
Within 12 months.
12 months.
12 months. Okay, max.
No.
Oh.
The moment you initiate your interest,
Construction continues.
if we don't have a spare unit on ground as at that time,
You have to start.
we would start constructing for you. The moment you initiate your interest. And we will try as much as possible to make sure that the unit is ready
By the time
by
you're
the
done
time your
paying.
final payment is
Fantastic.
ready.
Brilliant.
We're not going to wait until you complete your payment.
And then start
When you complete your payment, you should
be getting a key.
alongside.
access to your
About 6 months payment plan.
6 months payment plan.
Okay.
If it's 6 months payment plan, it takes us less than 6 months to finish our construction. Don't forget that we are replicating in multiples. So we have the workforce, we have materials on ground and all that.
So before we go, I would like Mr. Show to just walk us through the layout of the estate so that as we walk in, we can visualize where we are at every point in time. The layout is here. So I'd just like him to walk us through it briefly. We'll send this to you as well on all the platforms. We'll send you the layout. So let's just have this video done.
This road where we are standing now, this is just right about the road. Presently, I want to believe that we are somewhere here. No, sorry, we are here. Now, our entrance, the main entrance, right now we have a service entrance there, which we have left open. But the main entrance to the estate is just right there, and that's this particular corridor. So you can see that we have quite a few green spaces around. We have the recreational center for the estate right at the middle. We have a rock outcrop here that we've also decided to keep and develop around it so that we preserve the natural, layout of the estate. So, looking at the layout, our 4-bed semi-detached in one particular cluster. We also have some of them here. We have the 4-bed detached units starting up from here all the way around to this place. We're not trying to preach classism, but it just, when we're discussing this layout with the Oyo State Housing Corporation, who are the overseeing agency for the project, they were very keen on us having beauty. I remember the deputy governor was telling me back then that a lot of people say Calabar is a beautiful city. Calabar is not that beautiful. Calabar is very clean. Incidentally, I served in Calabar for 30 years ago. Calabar is clean. It could have been more beautiful if the buildings there followed a particular template. But Calabar was the first capital of Nigeria. Most of the buildings there are bungalows. So we want a situation where you enter the estates, bungalows are on one side, they are all looking,
beautiful,
somehow
uniform.
The story buildings are on another side. Everything follows a particular template. So the shopping plaza, which is this one, then we have what else? The detached bungalows. They're going to be somewhere here. Yeah, these are the detached bungalows. So that's basically the layout. Incidentally, this is, we decided to build in phases. When we got the allocation from government, it was 14.7 hectares, 244 units. We all understand what Nigeria is today. When we were signing this initial deal, when I was signing, the price of cement was 2,570 naira from Dangote. 2,570, and in less than 3 years, it's gone on to 10,200 naira, which was the last we bought. So we had to tell the government that, see, this title documents you are giving to us, give to us for a first phase. We don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. So we are building an initial first 147 units, which ends here. Then after here, the second phase would commence only after we've delivered this first phase.
Okay, so the first phase is 147
147 units. With this breakdown.
Okay. So we'll send all of this to you. We'll have the layout itself. We'll send it to you as well, so you understand everything that you just said. So,
if you look at what you are seeing on 3D, when we get to the buildings, the already finished buildings, let me know if what you see here is different from what you see there. I am an agri-economist turned IT professional turned real estate developer.
Here are the building options that we have in this beautiful estate. We have the 2-bedroom semi-detached bungalows, 3-bedroom semi-detached bungalows, 4-bedroom semi-detached duplex, and 4-bedroom fully detached duplex. Now for the payment plan, with initial deposit of 10%, you have the option of spreading your balance up to 6 months interest-free, and we have flexible payment plan for up to 24 months. Now that you've heard this all, I want you to call the number shown on your screen and secure a unit or more for yourself. Remember, the delivery date of this beautiful estate is 24 months. Call the number shown on your screen and AOG Homes and Luxury will bring you here for site inspection and booking of your own unit. See you in the next video. Bye bye.